It's live.
Yes, sir. What's going on, good people? It's your boy Khalil Jibran. One time for your mind, two times for your spine. I got a very, very, very special guest in the building. My soul brother. Peace to the God, Kamu.
Peace to the gods. Peace to the God.
Man, I'm here to tell all of y'all right now, man. If you thought you was a Khalil Gibran fan and you don't know Kamu Sabali, you got a lot more catching up to do, man. Because man, I can talk for days about it. But long story short, early days of my development, it was a blessing to have my brother here to be able to have a source of inspiration, somebody to bounce something off of, somebody to learn from, be inspired from, even ask for guidance about certain things. And even lately, not being around each other as much, I realize how valuable that is being a man in America today, you know. So one more time, let's welcome Kamu Sabali. How you feeling, man?
I'm blessed.
There we go.
I'm
There we
alive.
go.
I'm alive. You alive. We alive.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You are definitely here. So just to take y'all back, I just want to take y'all to the roots. We're gonna do some history right now, man. Can't rewind time, so I unwind. No time for the third world, young, blind, deaf, and dumb. They all waited for the best to come.
The flesh of comes, blessed slows forever, yo. 31 days and never saw.
Measuring my math, tasting the moolah, facing my past with my back to the future. Eyes in the back of my medulla, true to myself. Trying to be in ruler well, like I ain't a Judah, I'm felt for the Holy Spirit, holy lyrics. I say it in prayer, where my homies hearing the Holy Spirit. Young, black, and infamous, wrote an infinite with a wish. Damn! Product of that street block, serving heat rock. See, get your beat by being all like a B-boy, taking my name on the wall of fame while I rise from the ashes and fall in the flames. Birth, life, death, it all the same. Woo! Product of that street block, serving heat rock, free spirit like
me rock.
you can find them in the weight room.
Waiting rooms
Of a good doctor, life with the test, and others wanted to practice. Like, feel my philosophy, poetic prophet, just fulfilling my prophecies.
I ain't
Never pot to pee in, I'm pissed off, I'm feeling tripped off, I'm ripping the white test to get the shit off. Like some magic. It's like some gymnastics.
And I gotta
Stay on my streets, stay on my streets.
We gotta eat. For these lyrics, man, I put to my spirit, mission to get you to listen to whatever you hear it, I'm going.
Damn. Being all like a B-boy, tagging my name on the wall of fame while I rise from the ashes and fall in the flames. Birth, life, death, it all the same. I play it to win. Say it again. Product of that street block.
Freestyle, let me rock.
Freestyle on the corner to a beatbox so dope. You gonna need Dr. Dre to detox. Yeah, with the college, but they ain't teach me knowledge itself. From the vibes I felt. There is no endings. New beginnings begin only when you focus on you instead of them from a sink. But your son keep me sick. It was written in ink. We on the brink of success. We blessed with the holy flows. Yo, this shit is crazy. Yo, tagging my name. Rise from the ashes and fall in the flame. Birth, life, death, and all the same. Love, hate, pain is all a part of the game. I play it to win. Say it again. Product of that street block. Free spirit, let me rock. Yo, why that shit still hit like that? Like,
classic.
Damn, no, that's really classic, bro. We did that 10 years ago, bro.
2013.
Wow.
Trying to get that street blocks every he rock.
Being all like a b-boy, tagging my name on the wall of fame while I rise from the ashes and fall in the flame. Birth, life, death, and all the same. Say it again. Serving heat rock, free spirit, let me rock. Woo! OMG, bro. Why that go hard like that, bro? Damn.
It's the power of hip hop.
The power of hip hop and never die, bro. That was 10 years ago in your apartment, man. I remember the vibe, I remember the feeling. I remember us linking how often we was linking and just to write and just to build and just like it's like you could hear it all in the flows. Like, yo.
Yeah, it was different.
Man, I missed that, bro.
It was different.
Man.
Yeah, over time, life happened, people get responsibilities.
Right.
You know, things get different, but that was good. Like I said, that's timeless.
It definitely is.
For that time, we can listen to that right now. It sound like we wrote it today.
For real.
Sound fresh.
For real. For real. I'm like, yo, this now I'm like, we gotta perform that. Like, I just now I enjoy rapping that shit. Like, damn. That's what I was telling you about bro poem. He was like, yo, I was thinking about you and Kamu, like New Jerusalem, y'all niggas used to be killing shit.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, like niggas.
And you realize people will perceive you differently than you perceive yourself.
Word.
But that's the thing about life. You learn that in life. You don't realize that until some time later on.
Right.
You start coming across people. You have them experiences. They start reminding you. They always asking you, hey, what's going on with this or that?
Right.
You still doing this or that? Because they want to see it.
Facts.
That's genuine love.
Real talk.
People that care about what you're doing, that support you. That's how it is.
So how is it for you not being as involved in the music lately, for those that don't know, and maybe watching this interview as a Kamu update? A lot of people, like I just said, when they see me, they ask, yo, what's up with Kamu? You still rapping? Like,
yeah. Well, as of lately, I've been being a father.
Clap it up for that. Present Black Father, shout out to y'all. Shout out to my brother right here, man.
Being a father, being there for my daughter, that's been life. Though I haven't been on the music scene, I mean, sometimes I still go to the studio here and there. I write stuff here and there, you know. But yeah, that's all my time been dedicated to as of lately.
Right.
But I don't think it's something to force. You know, I now understand people that I'm a fan of.
Right.
That why they may take so long to put out music, when they're not taking out music, and you're wondering, well, why are they taking all these years to do this or that?
Right.
Just because they got their own things going on in life. And that's how you create the music. You gotta have them experiences. Otherwise, I mean, you may not have nothing to talk about.
Absolutely. So, excuse me. Some work right there. So far, what are some things that have changed you the most about fatherhood, like that have kind of catapulted you into your own evolution faster than you would have if you weren't a father?
I would say the biggest thing is like my perception of time, how precious it is. How you have to take advantage of it, because your life is no longer just about you.
Right.
It's about someone else. And their livelihood is your responsibility to the day that you're no longer here, and even after that. Right. Because it's important to leave them something. Whereas when you don't have that, or at least when I didn't have it, I probably didn't necessarily understand. I didn't necessarily understand that.
Right.
You realize you didn't use your time necessarily as wisely, and that's not to say that you have big regrets or whatever. But you get to an age and you realize, if I knew what I knew now, that you heard people say when you were younger, if I knew what I knew now, then I would have did some things different. But
Right.
you know, again, it just sums up to that's life. Such is life, and you have your children, and you try to keep them on the path or what you may think is best. But the world constantly changing, so the things that they're going to be faced with aren't necessarily the things that we're going to be faced with, that we were faced with
Right.
coming up. So you just finding that balance and uh, learning to adapt to it,
Okay.
and just being grateful for all that comes with it.
Right.
Take it as a learning process.
Mm. Mm. Wow, that's a very good answer. Um, so I guess to give people more into things that you like, who are some artists that influence you or inspire you?
Currently, or just in general?
Well, let's say currently.
Currently, I really don't even be listening to current hip hop too often. I mean, if somebody drops something, I might listen to it, but I typically listen to like old R&B or like soul, or I'll probably listen to some old hip hop or maybe some like reggae or something
Right.
or some jazz. But currently, really, or if I'm listening to some rap, I might listen to some of our old stuff.
Right.
I always got that on my playlist.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't really keep up too much with it because the part of being a father too. I mean, the part of music that I listen to music around her as well. So music that I would want her to consume.
Right.
Yeah, it tends to be like older music.
Mm. Interesting. So, is there any hip hop, to your knowledge, that's palatable to a PG audience?
I mean, not necessarily that I know of. I
Right.
could be the wrong person to ask because I really don't keep up with everyone. But not necessarily that I know of today that I personally would play um,
Okay.
today around. That's just me.
When after I asked that, I kind of realized it in the upside down sense, to where as though they're going to grab the children to make adult content,
Mm.
because from since drill came out, it's been a million young niggas 9, 10, 11 years old coming out talking about bodies, got guns in their videos. So it's like they're selling the adult stuff to the children.
Mm.
So like there's no line there anymore.
Mm.
I if I'm not I seen a kid have a little baby themed birthday party. Word.
Shit.
Same with NBA YoungBoy too. Same with
Fandom.
word.
The fandom.
But it's like you feel me? That's what they consuming in their house in their childhood. They're not
Yeah.
watching Spider Man, the Hulk, their
Yeah.
mother or whoever playing that artist all day on the TV.
Hmm.
They seeing their videos.
They have a mini computer in their hand. Or yeah, like you said, they might have their own TV in their room. Uh, yeah, the internet, this day and age is either exposure. So much is different, and the amount of content that they can consume.
All right. You know, we were just watching Wu Tang earlier, and you know, Wu Tang is for the children, but it seems like nobody is um, doing things to help build the children. They got all these other agendas. It seems like for the children, but they taking Black History lesson plans out and all that nonsense.
Yeah. Uh, well, I mean, it never really was in there in the first place. And that's on us to teach ourselves that anyway.
Right.
To just teach ourselves history in general. Because you can't have history without black history anywhere. It's like you can't have history without women's history. It's just women's history anymore. Can't have history without women.
Mm. So in my circle, you one of the most intelligent people I know. So what drove you to be vigorous in the scholastic sense?
Uh, I met a brother when I was in a juvenile detention center. Gave me a book to read, autobiography of Malcolm X, and that was the first time I read a book.
Mm.
And reading that book altered my perception
Mm.
in all things. So I would say that that put me on the path, but I would say ultimately my foundation too, which we were speaking about a little earlier, about the lessons that our fathers gave us
Facts.
that played a crucial part in to where we are now that we didn't know uh, kept us kept us alive and headstrong, like
Absolutely.
through all the stuff we was going through up until this point. So uh, my father was and is a member of the Nation of Islam. So them teachings,
Right.
uh, but like things come full circle. So you know, like I said, the autobiography of Malcolm X put me on that path. But like I said, my father coming from that and that being part of my lineage, Malcolm comes from that.
Right.
And them same teachers gave me a different perception into what's going on around me. Gave me that type of hunger and appetite to want to know more. Um, that was initially what it was. And then along the path, becomes other things. Uh, most One of the things that had a big impact on me was me and the elder. That taught me the importance of reading and how to read. Not just like reading words on a page, but really understanding what you're reading and understanding the language and the words that's being used and the meaning of things, why certain things are being said, times, dates,
Right.
geography, just information, uh, and not being afraid to know and just having an open mind. And yeah, that really opened my mind to a lot.
Mm. Mm. So, do you see yourself being the elder in that same fashion to spark a younger Kamu in the future?
God willing, I mean, I become an elder. I'm young now.
Inshallah.
Uh, but I look forward to that. I envision myself doing that, but I don't know what life holds.
Right.
But that would be the goal. That should be the goal, to go through life, do what's right and try to do what's right, learn lessons, pass it on to the children,
Right.
so that they can be better than you, set them up for success.
Absolutely. So, speaking of the children, say the youth is out there watching us right now. If you could go back 10, 15 years in time, what would be some of the things that you would, uh, I don't really want to say do differently, but take a different direction on or do a little bit better?
Um, I would take advantage of being in school. At this point, I realize how easy a lot of this stuff is,
Right.
and how your mind is a muscle. And just like going to the gym, if you just apply yourself, and if I could go back now, I would have honor roll, like high honor roll. I'd be like in the highest of classes. The way I would apply my mind in school, which would in turn set me up to be in the best college, which could set me up to be in the best profession, which I don't necessarily know what I would be doing. Uh, but I would be reading a lot. I would be like in a library taking. I'd take advantage of the resources at school.
Right.
Uh, because that's where you go out and socialize it, like with your peer group or whatever. So you have to be at school, and I would take advantage of all of that stuff. Um, and then once, even with my work, getting into a career path, I would take advantage of all of that stuff as well too.
Mhm.
Throughout college, going into work, I would take advantage of that because looking back now, I realize like the system is easy.
Right.
It was made to seem difficult in a sense. Or I guess given to us to a way which made it uninteresting.
Right.
I don't know. There's a lot of a lot of things we can speak on, a lot of factors that play a part into why things are the way they are. But yeah, I would really take advantage of all of this stuff, and but yeah, it's life. And then on the other end too, I couldn't really. It's not supposed to, things happen because of the way that they're supposed to happen.
Right.
So
And I ask that mainly because a lot of times we miss out on things because we're ignorant, not in the sense of how everybody perceived that we're ignorant, but we're really just unaware of certain opportunities.
yeah, see, I want to also see part of what I just said too is out of ignorance too, because see, when I was coming up, I can't even speak to the world that younger people are in today, like in regards to what they're going through in school, what they're being taught, uh, how they're being taught.
Right.
Like, so if I was this age today, I don't know what I would be doing. I don't know if I would really care about school.
Right.
Like considering what's at my hands.
Yeah, especially you got the phone, internet.
What I'm exposed to. So I can't really say what I would be doing.
Because we were saying fuck school back then.
Yeah.
So imagine.
I really didn't care. Yeah, I got to the point where I stopped caring about it. So
Right.
Because it was just uninteresting.
Right.
It's just, just become routine until you found something else that was more fun to do, and then you stop going to school.
Right.
Like, and you start doing something else or something like that. Like, I didn't really care too much.
But I think it need to be more. It need to be more prep before that because it seemed like in school they didn't really take anything serious, minus the standardized tests. There was nobody in there our sophomore year prepping us for career paths, saying this how much this career makes. We didn't even have shop classes.
What's on the classes?
Like shop classes.
Mm.
Some schools I think they took it out, but I think before I was in high school, like North Tech and all, there was like technical schools, so they got hands-on trade experience.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That they could leave with. And I feel like now in school, it's a babysitting system. Like you're not really leaving with
Did you have a culinary class in your school?
Nothing,
I had a culinary class.
Well, I went to arts high school, so that was a magnet school. We had our majors, art that we did every day. But it's like if you didn't go to a magnet school, you would just pass along and went through the motions.
Yeah, I had a culinary class, but that's all I can remember.
What high school did you have that culinary class at?
Campus, East Orange.
Tough. And it's none of that anymore, bro. And it's
Yeah,
like,
so I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure how school is, but see again today with the internet and everybody has it in their hands, you can pretty much learn anything on the internet. Kids are learning how to do things. Kids, they're children.
right,
Children are learning how to do things simply because they have access to the internet. Things that we could not have learned how to do at our age because we weren't exposed to it, unless an adult came to us and showed it to us,
right.
or we not like. But with the internet, it's a different type of world. It's the metaverse.
It's the metaverse. So speaking of metaverse, do you believe in the metaverse? In the future of the metaverse, long term,
What does that mean to
or
believe in the metaverse?
do you think it's something that's going to have an impact on the world, just as an iPhone does, just as a Nintendo does, or do you think it's going to be a passing fad, like some of these crypto coins?
I mean, I think it's sort of already here. It is giving it a new name.
Right.
I mean, social media.
That's basically the metaverse right
Yeah,
there, right?
they've been doing this already.
Right.
What are you talking about? It's just now it's just going to be 3D.
Right. Right.
That's all it is. It's going 3D.
That's a big thing now.
I mean, it just depends on how far you want to go with it. I mean,
Because remember the Nintendo Wii was a big jump
yeah,
from just regular controller games.
yeah.
You feel me? You used to get a whole workout playing boxing,
Mhm.
tennis. Like, I remember before Nintendo Wii, I don't know if you remember, they had Royal Rumble, the boxing joint. You could box.
Mhm.
It was a little before the Nintendo Wii came out. And I remember my father had got me that for Christmas,
Yeah.
right? The fathers. And I did it. I was doing that shit. The next morning, I woke up sore as shit, right? And I was young, so I couldn't. I'm like, damn, why my arms hurt? My father like, you was throwing them buttons,
Yeah,
burning your
workout.
muscles, yeah. Like, oh,
They used to have to drive in the steering wheel for the driving games.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, it depends on just, I mean, how far you want to go with it. I mean, I'm not really. I don't think I would. I personally don't really care for it. Like, I don't think I would want to be on necessarily the metaverse, so to speak. But I don't. Like, again, I don't think social media is so different.
Right.
Same thing. You got a profile picture. You don't know if it's the real you or don't nobody know what's what behind a profile picture.
Right.
Behind a comment. You don't even know if this video is real.
We on simulation. We AI.
It's AI. You never know. You never know.
Nah, real talk. You gotta question everything.
The internet is something else. It's different, man. It's different.
So, kind of like a segue from that, how do you think about this blue check trend? I'm hearing they made like 40 to $60 million.
What's that?
The blue checks, people buy blue checks.
Oh yeah, I see somebody see it. I mean, that's believable too. That's quick. Look, if it was already that much people on the platform, and if we just said, hey, you know what? Blue check costs $10. Don't know how much they selling it for.
Right.
People want the blue check. $10. Look, that ain't no different than people paying for a subscription on a streaming service like
Real
Netflix
talk.
or something like.
And that's
have plenty of.
I feel like that's what they slowly trying to turn it into.
I mean, it's been like that though. It's been like that.
Right.
It ain't like this. It's not something that just happened yesterday.
Mm.
It's been like that.
And you know the interesting thing, I seen the people that chase clout the most trying to shame people that buy blue checks. It's like they feel threatened on their like social equity and status that people could buy a blue check.
I mean, is that now the only way to get a blue check is to buy it, or can you get it by being? Can you get verified? I guess so to speak from Instagram.
I'm not sure. I know on Twitter you have to buy it to keep it.
I mean,
Instagram might keep the original legacy ones, but they have the thing. And I think for it to really have been effective, you shouldn't have been able to tell who paid for it and who did. But it's
But
like
how can you tell?
on Instagram, you can see they got their full name in their bio, their government name, because you got to
Oh, so
authenticate
if
it.
somebody has a blue check and they don't have that, they didn't pay for it.
Right.
That they got verified by Instagram.
Yeah, for being a public figure.
Mm.
Right.
And you can still get verified by Instagram,
I'm not
even
sure.
though you can pay for it.
I'm not sure. They got a monopoly on it now, so it might be like changing the algorithm.
I mean, that's what people care about.
Word.
There's a market for everything.
Mm-hmm.
People going to buy it.
Mm.
Like I said, it's just like a subscription, streaming service, like the watch thing.
Right.
Watch shows, movies, and it's like, hey, if you want to watch them. But I guess, I mean, on Instagram, I don't know what does the blue check do.
It's a status symbol. In essence, it's just like pulling up somewhere with a Ferrari, but digitally.
Oh.
In some people's mind, that's the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? They see a blue check, like a comment or come in the DM. It's like a different.
I mean, so in that sense, yeah, it don't really. I mean, it only make a difference if you value it. I guess. So I mean, I personally don't. There's few people with blue checks I follow, like because there's few like, I guess so to speak, celebrities that I actually like would follow, like care to know about. Like it might be some like actors or whatever, but other than that, I wouldn't follow somebody because I'm not. But I'm not looking. I'm not following them to like. I'm following them just for content purposes. I'm not following them necessarily to
life principles.
Yeah, like to comment or engage with them because I'm not looking for them to engage back.
Right.
Really, like it's really rare that I might comment on one of them posts.
Right.
Like that I see like a celebrity that actually influenced me, that I follow, that I care about, that I'm actually might comment on something. I might like it because I just like the post and I like the content from them, but not really looking for an engagement because I'm not looking for them to talk back. It's mad thousands of people talking. They're not gonna talk back to me.
Right.
And I don't really necessarily care about that, but some people care about it. It's a different world, man. Which is, I don't know how I would feel if I was born and grew up today.
Right.
Like if I was growing up today, like how my feelings towards it would be.
Right.
I might feel differently. Might be doing a different thing, taking advantage.
I want to go back real quick. I want to ask you about Malcolm X. Cause like moving forward, I always felt like he was a great mix of like Malcolm X and Bob Marley. So can you kind of like talk to how each one of them inspired you to, I don't know how to actually explain it. Let's get on one
Well, Malcolm X, like I said, first learned about his life by just reading his autobiography.
Mm-hmm.
It was just relatable at the time. It was direct, simple message. To get through to you, spoke to what was going on around you, gave me some type of understanding.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess you could say it kind of like lit a fire in my mind, like it inspired me to do something better, and then learn about him more, just as a man, as a human being. Uh, yeah, just has that very heavy influence on you that you can't shake at some point. And with Bob Marley, that was a few years later. I came through just the music, so to speak. I mean, he's a musician, so that was kind of instant. I can't really say exactly if there was one specific song or anything, but just at the time period in my life, just listening to his music eventually led me to wanting to learn more about him, who he was, where he came from.
Right. And he was a revolutionary in his own right.
Yeah. Yeah, man. He definitely was. And the music is a powerful thing.
It really is.
Music, positive music. That's what we want. Positive, good vibes. It's simple, but it's not so simple.
Yeah, and to me that was always interesting because, you know, if you look at it on the surface, you might say Bob Marley and Malcolm X is kind of two opposing different value systems. But then when you look a little deeper, it's like you kind of have the same end result. There's two kind of different ways of getting there, you know?
I mean, yeah, that's like yeah, there's plenty of ways to get to the same destination.
Right,
Um, and some people have similarities, but you got to embrace the differences as well. We have a lot of diversity amongst ourselves, um, but it's still one people.
right.
Still one people. So we just express it in a number of ways, and we got to learn from the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful.
Right.
Um, gotta learn from it and build on it, and that takes time. And building on it means that we might not live to see
Right.
what's to come. Because it's not about us; it's for the children,
Mm.
and their children.
So overall, I guess what do you want to leave as your symbol of fatherhood to your children if or if you decide to have more children? Like, what is something that you want to pass over to them that is there any one thing in particular, whether it be general or specific?
Mm, couldn't think of anything because I'm not done yet.
Right.
Just that I'm here,
Mm.
I'm present.
Right. Right. That's important. And that's gold in itself.
I'm present and leadership.
Mm.
Because at the end of the day, I mean, children, you realize with children, they're too young to understand certain things. Uh, so they have to trust you. And
Right.
that's what they do. They trust you. They love you. They don't know what's going on in the outer world, but they trust that the decisions that you're making are right. So you got to show them that they can trust you. It's okay to trust.
Mm.
But, we also in the world where a lot of stuff happens. So, but when it comes to you, that's what they got to know.
Right.
That's what they have to know. And we have to build that overall as a community to where you know that you could trust your brother.
Facts.
Getting back to being my brother's keeper,
Facts.
sister's
Facts.
keeper, mother, father.
Where everybody's so much on I don't need this person, I don't need that person.
Yeah.
Cutting people off on a new year, this, that, and the third. Like we got too much destructive monikers and
Mm-hmm.
sayings and gestures. Like we need some more constructive ones. Like we need some more examples of friendship that lasts 10, 20 years,
Mm-hmm.
relationships that last 20 marriages, you know what I'm saying? Siblings that still look out for each other. Like
Mm-hmm.
we need to see that more. That need like we were talking about earlier, that need to be broadcasted. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, it's really a broadcast war.
Yeah.
You feel me? And this is why we talking about with the spelling bee, with spells,
Mm-hmm.
broadcast. You do the spell,
Yeah.
you cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So it's the same type of fucking wizardry and all that that's influencing people's minds and having them in a trance-like state.
Mm-hmm. That's what's in it. That's the age is this age of information.
Or
That's all it is. And there's so much misinformation
mm,
out here. That's the war. Misinformation.
Yeah, it's hard
That's
to
the weapon.
decipher.
That's the weapon. Misinformation.
Fucking Nork out here signing deals with fake countries. That's a heavy chamber of misinformation, God.
Man,
And
man, I don't know how that happened.
a fake country though, like,
How does that happen? In 2023
like nobody
AD, supposedly.
Googled that. Nothing like how many people it is
Nobody just took their phone out.
word crazy,
Hey,
bro.
hey,
Crazy. You got
man.
former presidents getting locked up,
Mm-hmm.
inciting riots in the Capitol.
What happened to them? The ones that the fake
Oh,
country people. Did they get arrested?
I think some of them got arrested. You know, one lady died.
What?
Yeah, she got killed. They shot her that day. You hear about that? Oh, not in the fake country. I'm talking about the Capitol.
Who?
They stormed the Capitol.
Oh,
When that lady got killed.
oh, that's what Trump getting in. That's what you were talking about?
Now, that ain't what Trump going there for.
Oh,
Trump getting indicted for Stormy Daniels.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
There's a lot of other cops too.
they talking about you facing 136 years. You know, Donnie ain't going
Let's
for
see about that.
that.
Let's see about that.
Anything.
Money, man. Hey, but you never know.
You never know. They got Epstein
You
out
never
there.
know. Yeah, look, that's it, man. The world is different. You just never know. You might get up in there. Might just throw up in there. Sometimes, depending on who got to say something. Hey, man. But that shit ain't none of my business.
Right. I ain't got nothing to do with it. So I also want to talk about nation building too, right? So what do you feel like is necessary for like the foundation of building a great nation amongst ourselves?
Education and some harmonious, holistic relationships between us and our women and our children, families.
Mm.
The first thing we need strong families. How do we make that happen? Whatever families we have, we need to maintain those relationships
Right.
and keep them strong.
Right. So what's the key to keeping strong families together?
Um, I mean, first of all, you gotta. I mean, it's different for everybody depending on your age, but in my sense, I mean, be present. First of all, however that means. I mean, I don't know, whoever's relationship with their family, but things get, or whoever you consider family,
Right.
whatever your family may be, your family, depending on what your situation may be, or who you live with, maybe mother and father and siblings, versus your family may be your wife and your children, or your cousins, or whoever the case may be, your grandparents. And that's important. But like I said, also education, knowing just uh, taking in information, understanding what's going on around us in the world. Uh, let's make informative decisions.
Right.
Ask questions. How to be peaceful, courteous.
Yo, last year, my grandmother she had a 75th birthday party. Mom threw a big party for her. My family came, and everybody had on all white. And it's really such a beautiful thing to have all the family in one place for one day. I was like, yo, we gotta do this more often. Besides, funerals.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So it was good to see everybody on a good note,
Yeah.
smiling, happy, celebrating. So I'm like, yo, when like I was still full of life and fed off of that experience for like at least a week afterwards. Like I was still watching the video, looking at the pictures, like, yo, that was a good feeling. Like that felt like it felt like I was in the desert for years and I got my first cup of water. Like that's how
That's heaven.
Yo, I lied to you not, bro. I lied to you not. And it's crazy how the symbolism was because we all had on all white.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking, I'm like, yo, this is what heaven. This is what heaven feel like. A room full of your loved ones, everybody celebrating, laughing, eating, enjoying each other's company. What is better than this? What is worth more than this? Nothing. And I'm like, yo, me personally, for my health, I need more of that throughout the year. I'm happy that I got that once last year, but if it was up to me, I need that consistent. That's everybody, friends, you know what I'm saying? I need those consistent interactions because it's important. It feeds you. And when you don't have it, you're starving in a certain sense. You might not even consciously know how you starving. But then I knew I was when I got that job. I'm like, damn, like, whoa.
The importance of it.
Real talk. Real talk. So definitely.
Also, what you mentioned in your grandmother's 75th birthday, I would like to say, listen to your elders. You gotta listen to your elders. That's key.
Facts.
You can't be here without them. And well, listen to them. You can't, make a better way
Right.
for our own.
Right.
So we gotta listen to them.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to them, appreciate them. But I understand it's hard in this day and age. Again, the world is different. It's technology. Everybody being on their hustle and bustle every day,
right,
trying to get to it because the world is so different.
Trying to survive.
Yeah, trying to survive. Trying to survive. For the love of money. That's how it is. People try to make time when they can. You get together. That's why you appreciate those moments, and they mean so much when you can get together.
So,
because you don't always have that time.
And it's slipping more and more as the days go on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We all here for a limited time. So it's like more days go by, the less remaining. You know what I'm saying? So like you gotta capture those moments while they're here, while your loved ones is here to experience it with you.
Yeah.
And
we also look forward to be optimistic and look forward to living a long life.
right, absolutely.
Look forward to being here for another 50, 60 years. God willing, or whatever you believe in.
Right.
Or else trust in, have faith in, etc., etc. Yeah, you gotta have them experiences, but whatever fulfills you, I guess. But see, you can't say that because that's how conflicts start. People, humans are funny. Humans are just funny because people say it sounds good to say, hey, for people to follow their this or that, but there's always going to be somebody that has some type of conflict with what you're doing. Everybody will never be on one accord. Let's be clear. And even though there may be some people that want to live in harmony, there's just some people that like conflict or that like to be opposed to you.
I think that's the natural order of things,
yeah,
though.
that's
Chaos.
how it is. I mean,
For
look at the animal kingdom.
for
Look at what happens.
facts.
You don't see no zebra in the savannah marching in peace. I'm just saying. Not saying they don't. People shouldn't be doing it necessarily. Not saying that I haven't done it,
Right.
but as humans, like, animals, and it's not saying that you should just accept those things. I guess that's what makes us human. All of these things, all of these different factors. Uh, but yeah, when you think about it, I mean, what are we doing?
Right.
What are we doing? What's the next step?
So what's the next step for us as Homo sapiens sapiens?
Hmm. Hey man, that's an interesting question.
Or
The next step for Homo sapiens sapiens. I mean, some say it's well. I mean, we kind of already in it. We living with the technology.
right.
Some people think it's gonna be like cyborgs, or some people already have like chips in them.
Or mechanical limbs.
We here, and the
Right.
fact that we can even do this,
Facts.
the
Facts.
fact that we can even do this,
Real talk.
what are we doing? With AI doing it. The fact that people don't know,
Mm.
they can just see it and don't know what's what, don't know who,
Mm.
don't know what's real, don't know what's true.
Just living a lie.
They just see it
Mm.
as a broadcast.
Mm.
Scroll, get your attention,
Consume it.
like, comment, share.
Subscribe.
That's the cycle it has become.
Mm-hmm.
That's the cycle it has become.
Mm.
And it's not to say it could be good. It has its positive, but if the positive outweigh the negative, I mean, at some point, I mean, some people got their own. You gotta chalk it up to people's their own will. People have their willpower.
Right.
You can make your own choice.
Mm.
But also, like I said, growing up in this day and age is different. If this is all you know,
Mm.
if this is all you know, like, I remember not having social media.
Mm.
So I remember not having to care about that, not even thinking about that. Just, yeah, I see you when I see you,
Right.
or I speak to you. Like, if I gotta call you from home, and then when we meet up, we just see each other when we meet up,
Right.
or just you just go to somebody's house
Mm.
because you know they're gonna be there. But people still places.
Mm. So I want to ask you a different question, right? About women. Because we spoke earlier about how they love um, fantasy, and not in really a derogatory sense, but they like romantic fantasy. They like romantic comedies as far as movies. So they really into storytelling, right? And I think sometimes they so into it that the lines could get blurred between what's objective and quote unquote real, and then what should be left in the imaginative realm. And I think when you consume something so much, it's hard to do that because your subconscious don't know the difference between real or fake. All it knows is what you're giving it and it's accepting. So I guess what I'm asking is, how is that state of, I'm gonna dare to say, even delusion, going to affect us? And what can we do about it, if anything?
Well, first I think that women, especially our women, everyone's story begins with their mother.
Mm.
Uh, so that they have to be elevated in their perspective. Uh, and our struggle and how we got here has to be understood as well as ours as men. Um, that being said, I understand how here what we've been dealing with, like in the West in our particular history, how they've been attacked just as us as black men, how they have been misled, abused just like us
Mm.
as black men, um, which may lead to them misunderstanding us just as it leads to us misunderstanding them. Um, that's why we need harmony amongst one another. Um, and what I do know is that Malcolm once said, and these teachings come from the nation, that no nation can rise higher than their woman.
Mm.
So that, if the women are right, because they give birth, they're the first teachers, then the people can't be right. So it's important that the women be on the right path.
Mm. But it seems that it takes a while for a woman in our community to really see where we're coming from until it's too late. We try to tell them things about the objective realities that we see, but she's sold on what is being sold to her, whether it's for consumerism, Hollywood, whatever the case may be. And I think it's really, and I say it halfway because it's just a human nature thing. I don't think it's just this era or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
These type of things with male and females has been a constant motif. You see what I'm saying? But we gotta have less broken homes,
Mm-hmm.
and for that, we gotta have better partnerships, relationships between man and woman to have those strong homes. And it's like you have to remind people why family is important. Because everybody thinks it's just, this even go back to Tyler Perry. I could do bad by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So like everybody just sold on, if you're not going to come in and just kiss their hand and foot and wait on them, then they can do without you. Until they put in a crisis situation where they be like, damn, such and such was really there for me. And now they looking in hindsight when that that could have been.
Yeah, I think about that a lot, but even in action, I mean, in regards to my own actions, like during those times, uh, like I know that I didn't necessarily know any better. I still, that's a big thing that I'm learning about myself, and in being a father too, uh, is that I'm still in the process of learning and growing as a man.
Right.
Uh, and again, that's something that takes time. And in knowing that, when you look at things in hindsight, how you went about things, you realize, like, even in that, if I knew what I know now, just certain conversations I probably would have had differently.
Right.
Certain things would have just gone differently because you just didn't know. Same way that, again, like, I don't know how it is to grow and experience uh, things as a girl and a woman. And I say that too, consciously, I have a daughter. And I do think about that. But as far as myself, yeah, I didn't know certain things I didn't know. So that plays a part into why things, go awry.
Right.
Brothers don't know just as much as the sisters don't know.
It's a fact. And that's why I don't kind of get mad at them sometimes for wanting to be rebellious and independent, because it's like I can understand how it may seem like there's a deficit on actual men that have the capability of leading. So I'm like, I can understand that to some degree. And that's why I put responsibility on us to visibly be that example of what that looks like. That's what I was saying earlier why I admire the Nation of Islam, because they are the clear, visible example of what the benefits of their teaching does, of what's possible for us as a community. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Better than anybody that I've seen. And I'm like, yo, that visual, that symbolism of what that is very important. Because if you don't have that, it's like you said, it's hard to fathom anything else.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we gotta give them something so they can sample. Oh, I may not like this part of it, but
Yeah.
let me take this part. You know what I'm saying? And just I feel like it's a wave that's very important and necessary for us to hand over to that next generation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, bro. Because Farrakhan not gonna be here forever.
Yeah, but that's, you know, the nation is one institution. There's a lot of institutions,
Right.
organizations that have been around, that people, join. They might not join one, but they join another. But uh, the end result is that people say the answer to unity. Sometimes people just say that unity, we need unity, but what does that mean?
Right.
What does that mean? Like, are people going to follow it? Does that mean everybody join one organization? Does that mean we create one organization?
Right.
How do we go about things? What is the conversation we even going to have? Like, what does that mean? And who is everybody?
Right.
Like 8, 9 billion people on the planet. Who's everybody that we talking about? Because how old people be at odds with each other?
Facts.
And they say, "Nah, I'm not joining that organization. I'm a part of this organization.
Right.
I'm not following this person. I'm following this person." If you do that, then you don't really know the truth, so to speak.
Right.
And they might get together here and there on occasion,
Mm.
but overall, they're separated.
Mm.
Well, I mean, it's a huge world. I can only speak about from what I see, and but it's a huge world, man. It's a huge world.
Mm. So, did you have anything musically or even scholarly that you're working on, you're looking to share with the people?
Uh, just finished reading the autobiography for Women's History Month, quote unquote, about Daredevil Aviator,
Okay.
first African American woman, or first African in the period to fly a plane and get an international pilot's license
Mm.
that she acquired from a school in France
Mm.
because she was unable to acquire it in the U.S. because she was black and
Mm.
100 years ago.
Shout out to France. You did on other you things
Mm-hmm.
Mm. So how was that biography like? Did you
That
enjoy it?
was good, yeah. Impactful. Impactful.
Any key?
To what it one thing it made me aware of, made me think about when I really sat and thought about is how prior to aviation being commercialized, it was done for entertainment purposes. Because airports weren't always around. People used to fly planes and do it for entertainment, you know, do stunts and stuff, figure eights.
Right.
Uh,
part of the circus or whatever the case may be. So that was interesting to think about that. That it started off with something entertainment.
Right.
Uh, then it became commercialized to what it is today, where the airport is a constant thing. Or airport doesn't stop. There's people right now in and around the airport, boarding flights, taking flights.
It's a key factor. Global business.
Yeah, travel. So yeah, it was real powerful to learn about how somebody that pioneered that industry, and leave a mark on it early on before it became what it was.
Right.
You never know what might be the case with what you're doing 100 years later.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, man.
And also musically, I mean, I write here and there, but I don't force it. I mean, you know how it is.
That's a fact.
When you're an artist, when you really do it, I mean, you live life, and sometimes you go with the flow, you go with the spirit. But yeah, the music is always gonna be there. Though. It's always gonna be there. It's always gonna be there. But even that is different, though. Like I said, everything is different. And with the internet, with AI app raps, uh, but hip hop is a way of life.
Definitely is.
And it's like you really do it for yourself. It's like religion. It's like you praying. It's like something
It really
like that.
is.
Like you ain't like, when I write something, I go to the studio. I'm doing it for myself first and foremost. First and foremost, I'm recording it for myself.
That's up.
Even if it's just me and the engineer, whoever maybe record. So I'm on reclusion.
Beat it out.
And when I'm recording, it's for self. But man, hip hop is religion, man. It's powerful. It's his own entity, man. It's a way of life.
Right.
We remember raps when we were children.
That's up.
We remember raps. We don't remember what the teacher said.
Nope.
We don't remember what the teacher said, but we remember raps.
Kamu Khalil Jibran. Keep bringing y'all classics. Really bump the mixtape at the back of them trunks. All kind of friends that I found in New York City. She liked to bring me down and watching her hip hop. We will Gina kissing the game, watching her lips pop. Freestyle, PYT, we fully bricks, blunt and smile. Attracting all the boys in the crowd. Controlling the world. The nigga sends us over the girl. She made diamonds from coal and turned sand into pearl. Dropping shoes on dropout, sold the new school. Bring that big apple bottom straight over the New Jerusalem. She was raised in the back of the Bronx. Where they bump the mixtapes out the back of them trunks. And hit that piff, influenced me to do music to put on that piff. Been in the booth, kept me out of the streets. Oh, cause the friend that I found in New York City. Got more personal and purposeful. She said, go tell my every spoken word is true. She got a fifth element, fifth for the guys and the gangster gentlemen. She haven't said, I ain't with it for the hell of it. You never list their presidents, I'm a resident. Like a disc jockey. Hip hop be my one and only Miss for body different tongues. She was older, I was young. I was older what the new school had become. Took her to where I'm from. She knew the real was still around. Brick City down the hill, L Town, and other cities as well. We bumping Biggie and Machiavelli. Can you tell me ready to die?
Me and my girlfriend.
Watch the world and then change it. With destiny and faith, kid. Where they bump the mixtapes out the back of them trunks. And hit that pen before me to do music to put on that pen. This shit classic, nigga. Kept me
DJ Fade.
Word.
New York City.
Pressure the brick coming from 33rd. I was coming from 33rd. I was on the path train. Now took my path to tread on these tracks and to take over the rap game. You know the treating the right. So I gotta fight for the love of my life. It was a lyrical drought. Even Kanye was gold digging around. Hit to get to the top of the charts. Bodies at work because her body was art. Hip hop will always and forever reside inside of my heart. Her beauty was serene, supreme. She was a Nubian queen. North, Brick City, I'll forever have a friend in New York City. Where they bump the mixtapes out the back of them trunks. So they had that pen if it was me to the music to put on that pen. True, who knew that we would ever meet?
Out of the streets.
Never had much and want to pour pity on because a friend that I found in New York City. Yo.
That was 2013.
We was on that year, bro.
We was ahead of our time.
For real though. Dang, bro.
Ahead of your time.
Dang.
Ahead of your time. Timeless.
That was crazy. That was crazy. All right, y'all. Just a nice little look into the Soul Brothers. You know what I'm saying? Expect more link ups. Expect more things on the way.
Yes, sir.
Pleasure to link up with my brother again. Let's give him a round of applause for joining us. It's your boy, Khalil Jibran, one time for your mom. Kamu Sabali. Soul Brothers. New Jeru. Third World. We out, baby.
Long Valley Productions.
Right.
Peace to the gods. New Jerusalem.
Right, so look. Want some wild out look like a real roster.
Peace to my brother Primo. Peace to my bro. Taking over the world on him. My son Primo taking over the world.
Yes, sir. Primo, what up?
Rapping for the down the hill.
Yes,
Down the hill and the national.
Who's that shit? Snot Nose?
Snot Nose. Shout out my bro Willie Oscar.
Facts.
My bro G.
Facts.
That's funny.
Shout out to the bros, man. Shout out to the bros. We see y'all out there.
Peace to the people.
Everything. Thank y'all for tapping in, man. It's gonna be up. Go share a link. Gangsters in the building. You already know what it is, Primo. We out here. What's that? You got that? What's your page on the joint? I want to follow that joint. I got.
Which page?
You got a SoundCloud? You got a song on it?
It's on YouTube. Which track?
Matter of fact, I think I got y'all music on my phone. I definitely do.
Ooh.
Come on. This my shit right here, nigga. Fuck y'all talking about? This my this my shit, nigga. Fuck. Primo, what up? We need living to die.
Live in the sky. My niggas will
Rah!
sit, clap, and spin back. Niggas survive, let's set the record straight. Wow.
Resume
Real nigga.
all day, every day.
Then you better pray.
Beretta sprays.
Around here.
Stay around here. You better stay from around here.
But we got big dreams.
Oh, come on now, get out of here. In drunk dreams, the young thugs want cream. Young dreams, the one thing I know, the only way to flow is with the flow of the universe. Who is blessed, who is cursed, who move on work, who doing dirt, who doing first in this white man's world. Woo! The fuck? The new school. Oh, so who knew ghetto kid grew to a guru? What? Come on. Now I gotta rewind that hook back. Oh my god. Yo, bruh, that's a perfect. In drunk dreams with young thugs, one cream, young thing. The one thing I know, the only way to flow is with the flow of the universe. Who is blessed, who is cursed, who will work, who doing dirt, who shooting first in this white man's world. Oh my god. Boy, let's do some fun. Shooters at the students at the new school. Oh, so who knew ghetto kid grew to a guru? Oh my fucking god, bro. Yo. That's the type of shit I be starving for, bro. Yeah. You don't understand, bro.
Patient lead. But you wanna see it. You don't wanna be it. Wake up, time for me to shake up, trying to put me in the Jacob, take poverty and robbers, me, just what the fuck I need. My military trained nigga sniping with the heat seat. Those streets, motherfucker.
Marijuana memories and drunk dreams with young thugs, one cream, one scream. Then one thing I know, the only way that go is with the flow of the universe. Who is blessed, who is cursed, who moving work, who doing dirt. Oh my. Between the world and Lucifer, sugars of the students of the new school. Oh, so who knew ghetto can go to a guru? Woo! Damn, nigga. I swear to God, Primo. Swear to God, best hook I ever heard in my life.
No, but killer goes, nigga, oh, so young, go through the L, smoke, but I never give up, but I have no gun. Niggas is well. It's really my favorite rapper. That's really my favorite rapper.
Mm-hmm. Marijuana memories and drunk dreams with young thugs, one cream, gun screaming. One thing I know, the only way to go is with the flow of the universe. Who is blessed, who is cursed, who moving work, who doing dirt, who shooting first in this white man's world. Life is a bitch of Lucifer, holy war between a little Lucifer. Students of the students of the new school. Oh, so who knew ghetto kid grew to a guru? God damn, nigga. Oh, so who knew ghetto kid grew to a guru?
My bro Willie Ox.
Willie Ox
on the beat.
Y'all fucking snapped on that shit, boy.
That's a Willie Ox production.
Woo! Man. I got classics, nigga. I got classics. I got a classic, nigga.
Shout out to E-Class on the beat.
E-Class, what up? He's in the trap, give me that for the front freedom.
Death reaching.
Don't fuck with a good night with bad days and good nights. I was Black America, Black and better since poor kids rap revolutionary rhetoric.
Dead presidents.
Woo!
Full century gold.
Bruh, stop playing with him, bruh. Stop playing with him. Tool in my reach. Yo, I need this.
Get that prince and be doing the bricks.
Can't say blasting that shit.
That's Friday.
Homies in the trap, give me that. The breath of freedom before death wins. To the good life, from bad days and good nights. America, our black and better, bruh. Black and better cities, poor kids, rap revolutionary rhetoric. Born and raised in hell with rebellious. Yo, what the fucking yo, bro! Oh my god! You gonna learn today with every word.
You quote about past or president's prophecy, rich kids, politic about democracy and policy. It's all hypocrisy. Your rap about hypocrisy. Odyssey is a dream. I was born in this.
Give me that before death reach you. To the good life for bad days and good nights. Black and better, bruh. Black and better says poor kids rap revolutionary rhetoric.
To be self-evident.
Classics, boy. Stop playing with them. Stop playing with them, bruh. Stop playing with them, Kamu. Damn.
Nah, you need to get on that me against myself, man.
That what?
Me against myself, man.
Ooh, all right, after this.
I gotta get on that me against myself.
All classics, right? Classic mix. Take niggas back. Stagnated action, so many distractions.
We know less about the more
Then the Anglo-Saxons.
Line two.
It's time to redefine the lines we've been confined to. New Jerusalem. Sparkle blunt and kick back. And the sons with the bricks. Mamas losing their guns when their sun is eclipsed.
It's dark out here.
Smart out here. Cause the knocks out there. I'm taking the chase. Until they throwing cemeteries in cell, penitentiaries in hell. I see no and those who pretend.
No red necessary. Shit. I'm gonna let you test me. My mind is a weapon.
Legendary legacies, fiends be begging me for loose change, but I know what's going on. The dudes will move cane like senior citizens with some Jehovah Witnesses, innocent ignorance, and that boys bringing that business in. Dirty money under the table, nobody write checks. No mercy, so Jersey. MVP, more version was poet. I know you heard me. We deserve being treated like we worthy. From then to now, they've been doing the dirty. It's deserving, it's unnerving. They keeping it down, they just keep it from emerging. Observing, preaching the sermon. Watching the way you send you some detergent. Using time to pay your time, because when they close your casket, they close the curtains.
It's too real. Shake the industry. Live for the third world. He said, "Real niggas." Ooh.
Yes, sir.
That's how they got to be niggas. Because they stole the cream of the crop from Africa and brought them over here. And God, as they say, works in mysterious ways. So he made everybody a nigga. Because we was arguing over in Africa about the Matusi, the Wahala, the Umo, the Zaunga, we don't in different languages. So he brought us all over here the best. The kings, the queens, the princesses, the princes, You know what I mean? Shit put us all together called one tribe.
Visions of grandeur, bearer of good news.
Spread the hood dudes and eat home cooked food.
Who know not what they should do.
Footloose, who confused.
Crates as footstools.
He came from Kush food.
We could only lose
Doing
pursuing
illusions, you look amused at all, and soon Babylon is falling. Answer your calling. Yea, though I walk through the valley of death, longer for life, dreaming during the day and working all night.
Trust beloved, we gon' be alright. Word all we left with a glimpse of heaven. Gifted how I script and paint pictures of the present. Stick to the essence. Treading the dead and I head a different direction. Who knew a death sentence came with getting arrested? I honestly don't think it matters who gets elected. I'm just
Doing my best with the Jews I was blessed with.
Truth is in the message, proof is in my presence. Without a crown, a king is just a peasant. Temporary pleasure from symbolic gestures. Endure the pain, you're sure to last forever.
Never have I been baptized by the preacher, and I've only been fed
lies by my teachers. That's what led me on my own quest to manifest no less than abundance. Oh yes, formula fed knuckleheads, really suckle breasts. All they know is struggle, sell their souls for a couple checks. Stay loyal to those who love you best. Still a long way to go. We haven't seen the worst yet.
Cause my neighborhood, there used to be some beautiful black man would come through the neighborhood dressed in African shit, really nice shit, and then be peace, love, black is beautiful. Remember the essence of life. We are people of the universe. Life is beautiful. My parents go, that nigga crazy.
Original man in the criminal land. Get rich or die trying, that's the typical plan. There has to be more than athletes, actors, and rappers, of course. Unless the masters who taught, pass you the torch. Born and bred by the African wars, travels with storms. Saying go, but let's go back to the source. West African shores. Human trafficking, the reason why I'm rapping it, dog. This hasn't happened before. Something new under the sun, no use in asking the Lord. Duty bound to rap and record with a passion that's pure. Don't try to reinvent the wheel, pattern the course. Attacking with a force you couldn't fathom before. No collateral for all of myself. I give them a wealth of wisdom, blended with a heartfelt rhythm. It's ironic how a dark cell can lead you to light. How I write murder simultaneously speaking life. Get you a queen that's gonna make sure you eating right. Protect her and her children for a true peace of mind. All I see are the blind, leading the blind, unable to read the signs in these devious times. But believe me, I'm fine. So freely I rhyme. No peace treaty with the enemy side. Give me mine. I suggest you get yours by any means too. So long as it won't stop you from being you. Reaping fruits of hard labor. Shooting stargazers gave us guidance. Sacred science made us pious. Open mics set the stage. Released the caged lions. More prayers and silence. Closed caskets. My neighbors are spying while I'm blazing the way to Zion. You need to pay attention, stop playing with life, kid. Open your eyes to what the time is and ride to this.
I got ultra black for a while. No, I did. I got down into it. I was into it. I go to meet and shit. The brothers be rapping. I never knew what they were saying, though. But the brothers be having emotion. You see, the transitionalization within the imperialist society has represented a cause where we can entangle and understand the master speech. Now, you may not dig
coming up Earth's destruction is certainly worth discussion. Have you heard the trumpet? No person is above it. Money won't save you whether you splurge or budget. Earn or covet. I trust these slur words reach the curbs where they serve the public. Murderous substances and can't even get a blurred spurt of justice from a worthless government. Sleeping giants emerge from dungeons at first reluctant. Brave situation that'll turn your stomach. Slaves in a nation full of circus puppets. Worshipping incumbents who don't deserve to function. My birth was sun-kissed, mother-son myth, brother gun grip. Another one hit, wonder where the love is.
Ubiquitous hate,
imminent fate. Where is the place? When is the date? Prep the next generation for the occasion. Moving forward towards a new age, ancient order. Primordial waters pour us with pure love. When it rains and pours, have patience for the sun. Shine your light wherever you are, whenever you can. 40 nights, 40 days, forever we stand. Destiny is in your hands. You better have a plan. The true measure of a man. Some will never understand. Maybe it isn't meant. Crazy as it is, lately I've been convinced you can't save every soul. Beware of heavy stones. Heaven knows just how deep this jealousy goes. Go, be healthy and old, if possible. Get in touch with the God in you. Never lose sight. All praise due to those who do right. Give thanks for new life.
The first thing you gotta know is about eating pork. Now, you eat a piece of pork, you don't realize the supplications of this individuality's prospect. What the man trying to lay on you, the porkitis, you will not understand because the trichinosis of your mind will not relinquish the thought of individuality. You know what I mean? So therefore, you must assimilate within the functional society. Not the society, but the us society, because without the S, there's no us involved. We must manipulate ourselves through a transitionalized form in order to catch a woundness that the black child can be born forthwith, individual and not.
Wow. That was like a lyrical masterclass right there.
Appreciate it.
Some of you are very much into electrical mechanics, into astrology or astronomy. You will find constellations are not in the proximity that they were.
Yo, right up my alley, let me tell you how we flourish. Tremble valleys with purpose from Essex County emergency on the block. Determined to squeeze his block in front of the real spot. His mother, she seen a lot. Don't wanna be the one that's burying her son. He battling the demons, she praying God can referee this one. Too many similar stories. Different since a shorty when I look itself. Play what I was vision with glory. Didn't think I would see 30, still don't know if I see 40. Searching for better days, God's great. And it's been stormy before we do the game. And police knew our names. Losing my brain in these streets and through the flames, who remains? Salute to the slain, the truth is insane. Engraved in my veins is the root of my pain. I grew and became what I was meant to be. Do this religiously. Peace, love, and positive energy. This don't trigger me. This is history in a big and breaking generation. New curses laying inspiration verses out of a cradle of burdens. I've been able to turn it around. I know you heard of my style. Still see the hurt in my smile. Working from the ground up. Tell me if you down, bro. You don't feel me, then you out and touch who get around us. You don't give it your all. Trust simple amounts of nothing. No shame in my claim to fame, but I'm proud of it.
Time indices are speeding up. Some of you should have noticed the days are flying by. The time is goodbye. That's used to a magic vibration. You become quick and sometimes agitated. Sometimes searching for what you don't even know you're searching for, but you know something is changing, or other souls are
Peace to my sister Mana.
What is purpose? Something that's nothing till it's deserted. Then you hit Big 30 or something. Go searching for proper validations, the trials and the tribulations that gave you the space to make up the person you end up being. He was waiting on you, was curses from generations, assaults and the aggravation, disease and emasculation. Touch from your closest uncle, the family all hit your struggle. My brother suffered the mother who couldn't show that she loved us, but we still standing right. I like put on the canvas like paint you a picture blurry. You worry that there's no candlelight. Vision is within us. That's something we all can listen. We strive within our volition to pave the way for our children. We try, but we too conscious. We thrive, but it behind us we die. When trauma blind us we hide, and it confine us like fatality. Reality, war, police brutality. Currencies for new power. Please relinquish me from God's deeds. Speaking God down on our knees. He will restore what I would speak.
Okay.
Point of vibe, I was never weak. Weak was never my energy. Drink the blood of my enemy. Chakras align the enemy. Balance now, I'm the centerpiece. Peace, my purpose, I am alive with wounded warrior times and healing her through the cosmic universe. We were born with love and hate all around us. Finding which would define is what we call the assignment.
Time is upward, speeding up. You must also speed up.
Peace to the queen.
You must awaken those glands that can cause your body to keep up with your soul. And it means you will be mutated. Don't become mutated. Sometimes
I'm on my DJ shit. This next one is a classic. You feel me? Only if you know, you know.
Ooh.
Tell me why.
That's fire.
Only you can tell.
You can say what's on my mind.
Some on my grind, girl. I felt it, niggas. Time and everybody doing crime. That I've been dealt with, that I've been dealt with. No, forgive. Sorrow. Tell me why. I'm from it. Baby. They grind me, they want to play me and rob me. Let me tell you, are you able? Are you able to overcome when my soldiers come? See them angels and demons in the room. The mama victim is in this room. Ghetto goons. Tell me why. You box assassin, the system. No, I'm a victim. No, I'm a rider. And I'd rather be your rider. Hands on my queen of Sada.
Free my nigga,
Right up my rider. Revive. I'm a living papa. Free. I'm a chacha. Damn it.
Good that young in the hood up from his wicked Babylon. I'm just another nigga.
This white man trying to put shackles on. It's that word.
Hallelujah, King.
You know what I mean? Danger 16 with one in the chamber. God damn. Damn. Yo.
Masterpiece and that's the freedom, my love. See the world, America shared to me. Once you two girls, so I gotta be. I'm gonna see you, tell the peace. Tell the peace, and I walk right in, and I'm gonna be right there with a boy down in it. No more lies. What's wrong? Redemption song.
It's been a long time coming, 100,000 pounds of running, bounty blood, house and they found nothing. Now I waited in the water. It won't be long before what I belong. Started at the bottom with bottles, black cat hollers.
Gotta be strong.
Damn. Only you can tell. Only you can tell. Tell me why.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
Bro, this is.
Let me show you what the knowledge do. It creates a flow so phenomenal. Let me astonish you. I promise you, I swear. Whoever declares to be the heir to your throne, I'll tell you from your bones to your molecules. Revolutionary, I demolish rules. Street scholar plus college cool. They say diamonds are forever, and I'm one of them.
We got you.
Primo stamped it.
It's a fact.
logical. Trust me, I was born to do the impossible. Victory comes after patience. Do or die aspirations. Fulfilling
It's
myself
2012.
Yes.
I was raised by the murder rate.
One of the worst states. The love turns to hate and the slug will burn your face. My verses make the church shake. So for your own sake, it's probably best that you worship King. Stay blessed. I'll be the first to say that when niggas living evil, got to take the curse away. Someone called 911 and send emergency. Another angel family hell and need surgery. Someone tell God to come down to earth and pray. Death was the sentence when the judge heard the case. Rest in peace, hear lies and then the words erase. Bless me, this is what the sermon say. Now today is the perfect day to tell me, have you ever heard of faith? It's in the murder rate. Learn to keep the burden straight. Learn how to work the cake. Who's telling me in the dirt states? On in the whole rat. Ain't nothing cool as that. See the fire that we fight fire with shall return one day.
Ain't nothing cool as that. Lost souls burn away. Ooh.
Classic.
Let me kick it to you on some North New Jersey shit. I'm cursed with murderous verses that burn
Earth Kid.
I wouldn't percolate, I burn sick, concerned with life. Cause she the only bitch I flirt with. I
Observe shit and see the devil in person lurking, interrogating his urgency.
shit, burn quick. Bitches thirst sticking rappers for kids before they have them. Can you fathom it?
This thing pain, my words depict.
Clips burst with the aftermath. Being niggas and hearses.
So niggas better learn quick.
If you slip and get a firm grip, tripping with my click. Churches trying to get me like a sharp stick, but I'm who they worship in person. My words flip like
Frank Cruz's first grip, my first grip.
I can reverse it, but I'd rather be worded. My burn and surviving as the earth is turning.
Rich kids politicking, poor kids rap.
I wonder if it's because I'm young and black.
Rich kids politicking, poor kids rap.
I wonder if it's because I'm young and black. My son was strapped, his gun was black.
His gun was
fat.
fat.
Spotted his enemy, clutched and clapped.
He was fighting back.
But the facts, the
System is a fucking trap, so my niggas pumping cracking young
can't touch your rap. As a youngin', I love to scrap, but now all I want is stacks. My pain is too much for rap. And still I put my life in my music so I can run it back. Another tear, another track. Wish I could get my mother back. She fell in love with crack. Crackers trying to keep a nigga down. It's been a while since I seen my sister smell.
Her baby daddy locked down, but she just had another child. But some other nigga, yeah, shit is wild. But her coat is mean to brother.
It's me against the world with her.
To anyone I may offend, fuck them up, play a win so old like Sega Jam. I roll with some Mega Man, Lord knows of the pain I'm in. Like my bros, by the bodega and women clothes, ghetto soldiers, niggas sin. Politicking, poor kids rap with one in the chamber, kid.
Young, black, and dangerous.
Rich kids politicking, poor kids rap with one in the chamber, kid.
Young, black, and dangerous.
Rich kids politicking, poor kids rap with one in the chamber, kid. Young, black, and dangerous.
Rich kids politicking, poor kids rap.
One in the chamber, kid. Young, black, and dangerous.
The corner smokes closed, the zone cold, drugs so smooth as the roll of the wheels of the popo. The poorest homes are where the souls, the courts and morgues hold, grow homes. I'm hoping that you caught that, cause the schools never taught that, cause the news never records that, so they will never report that. That's why I record tracks to explore that project apartment with the very door crack. But on the floor, there's a poor man who daddy is just like your day gone. My shorty seen them J's, wishing he could sport that. His moms couldn't afford that, so in order to secure that, she found the man with more cash, just wanted more ass, so he forced that pleasure that hurt her guts. As she walked back, he murdered her guts. He burned her dust as he did one from his Newport pack. Who was the Lord at? As another angel fell to the hell.
What is no warpath?
Rich kids politicking, poor kids rap. One in the chamber, kid.
Young, black, and dangerous.
Rich kids politicking, poor kids rap.
One in the chamber, kid. Young, black, and dangerous.
Rich kids politicking, poor kids rap.
One in the chamber, kid.
Young, black, and dangerous.
Rich kids politicking, poor kids rap.
One minute take the kid, I'm like it dangerous.
4 kids rap, 1 minute take the kid. Rich kids politics, rap, 1 minute take the kid.
Dangerous.
Wow. Man, that was a vibe, my brother. Like, you see how much my soul been starving for some lyrical greatness.
And that was a time, man. That was really 10 years ago. It's a celebration.
The celebration.
It feels
man.
good to be alive.
Yes, sir.
And then be able to sit here.
Yes, sir. But yeah, man. Khalil Jibran, Kamu Sabali. Shout out to Primo in the building. Primo stamped it.
Yeah,
If he don't see the tape sooner than later, you know what I'm saying?
Disgusted.
I'm with you, Primo.
Yeah.
After all this I just heard right now,
Yeah.
I'm even 10 times more with you. Like,
Yeah, man.
real talk. So
Let's make it happen.
we made it a point to link up today. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna continue to link up, continue to build, continue to share this. Because not only do they need it, I need it. Like, man, I'll be like, that's refreshing to hear somebody rap that good.
I know the feeling, man.
That's crazy, bro.
I know the feeling.
Man, I love hip hop, man. Real shit.
Hip hop, man. Hip hop is a powerful thing. Hip
For
hop
real.
is ours.
For real.
Hip hop is religion. Hip hop is the future. Hip hop is now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Khalil Jibran, Kamu Sabali, Soul Brothers, Underground Railroad. Stay tuned. Shout out to the family.
Peace to the gods and the earths.
Peace to God. Yeah.
Peace to the children.
New rules for the children.